Temperatures will be spiking into the 90s this weekend. Could be sticking around for a while. I know we told everyone for the RNC, come to Milwaukee. It's cooler by the lake. Whoopsie. Gonna be pretty hot next week. But health experts, they're warning the effects could linger past when temps actually go down. Joining us to talk about that and our other health headlines, it's Dr. Bill Hartman, the clinical trialist at UW Health. Doctor, great to see you. I found this interesting because experts say many of the heat-related illnesses they see are actually past the peak high temperatures.
Right, and we should start with the backdrop that heat is the leading cause of weather-related death. And so it's something that, especially as these temperatures creep up next week, we have to be aware of and look out for your neighbor, make sure people are safe. But there is a cumulative effect of heat. And so oftentimes we don't see the medical emergencies on day one of heat, but usually on day two or day three. Especially in people who are elderly, who have chronic conditions like kidney disease or heart disease. These are things that can kind of creep up on you over time. You might not even realize that the heat is affecting you in these ways. But if you have symptoms of heat stroke, really get yourself to a hospital. Make sure that you get the medical care that you need.
I'm glad you brought up that point that it's the most deadly weather-related event. I mean, tornadoes, hurricanes, they tend to grab all the headlines. But these events, I mean, is 90 degrees with 70 dew points, which is really oppressive, is that enough to make this a really dangerous event we're about to see?
It can, especially if it lasts for a couple of days. And people have that type of exposure over a couple of days or a week's time. The additive effects of each high-risk heat day adds to the stress on the body overall, and especially in vulnerable people, this is dangerous and could land them in medical trouble.
Yeah, we're expecting Saturday through Tuesday, so we're going to hear from Stephanie Barrichello in a second here about that. Let's talk about our sleep, because new research shows for couples who sleep separately, there may be some benefits.
I think that really the headline here is that sleep for you is good and is an important part of having a healthy lifestyle. But in some people, there's not sleep compatibility because one partner may snore, another may toss and turn. Some people like it warm, other people like it cool. If these things are affecting your sleep, then absolutely you should consider sleeping in separate rooms. It's important for you to get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep to maintain your healthy lifestyle. And so to do this, if it means sleeping alone in your own separate room, then that's probably the way you should go.
And it's something people don't talk about. I mean, you're not like bragging that me and my wife sleep in separate beds, but more than a third of Americans do this, according to some polls, at least on occasion here. A lot of people sleep separately, and they find benefit from that.
They do find benefit, and oftentimes it even helps their relationship with the fact that they've had a good night's sleep, each of them separate, but still together. And that is probably the key to happiness for them.
I found it more surprising millennials are more likely to do this than older people.
Well, you know, it's probably a cultural divide where it's more accepted these days by younger people to be able to sleep alone, whereas in the older generation, like mine perhaps, it's a little bit less common and definitely less talked about.
What's common among all generations is what my wife does. She just slaps me and pushes me when I snore. And so I totally appreciate this. Sleep is good for you. So Dr. Bill Hartman, great stuff today. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.